So, seems that Doug Walker, formerly the artist known as the Nostalgia Critic, is now going to become the artist known once again as the Nostalgia Critic. I watched the video. I then started going and looking at traffic stats because I said to myself, why this? Why now? Part of me thinks because Doug realizes that he's bitten off more than he can chew. You know, at least one take on this, and this is just my opinion, but I'm also going to defend the guy, so try to hold off your angry emails until the very end of this, because to be honest with you, I don't hate the Nostalgia Critic nor that guy with the glasses.com. I feel that it's kind of gone a bit downhill, but can you blame me? Some of the entertainers just seem like they're working hard, but some of the things they're putting out just aren't on par with what they've done in the past. And that goes along with the channel after the Nostalgia Critic. It's no secret that I thought this was a stupid move because he announced that he was going to leave us with game confessions, bum reviews, and then new projects such as demo reels and sibling rivalries. Bum reviews and game confessions, I'm sorry. You've seen one, you've seen them all. They're not funny. I never got them that much, although, like I said, I liked the bum review, but after a while, it was the same thing over and over again. It got tired. It got very tired very fast. This is not something you want to stop doing the Nostalgia Critic and focus on. Demo reel, I never really watched. I had no interest in it. I think I started to see the first episode and I just didn't care. And then there was Sibling Rivalry, which actually I didn't mind, to be honest with you. I really didn't mind that one too much at all, but it's still not the Nostalgia Critic. It's Rob and Doug arguing back and forth, usually having differing opinions, so on and so forth. This is just not something that I came to this channel for. And he's put the weight onto the other personalities to carry the channel. You know, I like Linkara, although lately he seems very mean-spirited towards Marvel lately, especially the X-Men, and while part of what he said was absolutely correct, I could easily say the same thing for Superman in the DC Universe. But I don't care. You know, I thought about writing to Linkara about his recent corrections videos, which they're a waste of time. Let's be completely honest. Because though even in this newest one, when he said he was going to make a corrections without trying to justify it, that's almost all he ended up doing anyways. No thank you. Nash, I have no issue with. I think his entertainment is spot on. Never cared about, never had an issue with the guy. Think he's top notch. Most of the other characters I don't have an issue with, except for the Blockbuster Buster, who I don't know how he has a channel and how he stayed on this channel so long. I do not like his reviews. I do not like his style. I don't like anything about his videos. But again, this is just my subjective opinion. I'm trying to be objective as somebody who is a pseudo or a filmmaker in training amongst other trades that I'm a jack in. And I don't get how he's lasted as long as he has, but yet other people who were way more talented didn't last that long. And no, I'm not going to get into it, because again, my point is not to try to paint this as, oh, I hate that guy with the glasses.com. I came to it thanks to the angry video game nerd, and I've happened to have liked stuff, but I still question the motives behind Doug's move to bring back the Nostalgia Critic, because links down in the underbar, you can see, especially with, what is this, showstats.com, that traffic as well as a lot of the daily trending of it and all that has gone way, way down. Or, well, not way, way down. Let me be fair and balanced here as much as I can. There's a decline. You can clearly see it in almost all of the links there, with the exception being from um, the memes website. And that reminds me of another thing that really bugged me. Have any of you used frying the Coke? I thought that was the dumbest thing that Doug was trying to push onto everybody, and I don't think outside of any of the videos where they've shown fans have I ever seen anybody made mention of it since that video. Where do you use it? I understand the usage, but just the phrase is so ugly. It's absolutely ugly. And to see him act as if he's really starting something in that video is painful to watch. But I digress. But there's another side of me. There's another side of me, an artistic side of me, and I have an artist that is burning within me. And that artist is tapping me on the shoulder, going, excuse me, but maybe you're not looking at this from the right angle, Mr. I'm angry kind of guy. And then I have to sit there and be like, but, oh, dang it, it's right. Because I have to think back to my experiences. I also have to think back to other experiences and other situations and things of this nature. Could Doug have honestly gotten just tired of doing the character, doing the show, got burned out? Yes, absolutely. Once upon a time, I was a cult classic artist on DeviantArt because I did this little crazy comic called Toast, where basically, think of Chris Wilson, Cyanide and Happiness, only with toast, and not quite to that degree. I wasn't ripping anybody off. I was just thinking what would amuse me, and apparently other people found it funny as well. People continue to discover Toast, and they continue to ask me, well, hey, my artist name on there, Bad Cop 69, when are you going to do some more Toast? You were so funny, and I liked the new direction. And it's like, I keep thinking over in my head, I keep getting ideas. There's a piece of me that wants to go back into it, but a lot of my drive, a lot of my passion to spend the time digitally painting backgrounds to further on the stories and flesh out this Toast-based universe just isn't there. And every time I sit down to finish my half-finished page that I promised I would finish years ago, I don't have the drive, but I still have thoughts. I still have a piece of me that keeps saying, hey, people loved this. People know you as this. Some of your friends tell their friends, hey, this is the Toast Man. I even had a friend of mine, an artist friend of mine, who on her Etsy marketed jewelry necklaces that she made herself out of my art. That's how much some people loved my Toast. I have an ex who has one of my skunk toasts tattooed on her arm, and I just flopped over and knocked that over. Okay, anyways, think of Mike Judge. Mike Judge, when he did an animated short for, what was it, Extract, I think it was, with Beavis and Butthead, he remembered how fun it was. He knows that he's always had ideas he wanted to do. And what did he do? He relaunched Beavis and Butthead. And from what I've heard, I haven't had a chance to watch it, most of it is actually still really funny, really good. Judge has not really lost his touch, though his Beavis voice isn't what it used to be, but I digress. And then I think in the gaming universe, this is part of another bigger talk that I wanted to have as well, which is Half-Life 3. I think it's time we give it up. I want it. I know you want it. But let's face it. If we haven't gotten it now, and if Newell's done nothing but troll us about it, which I think is a rather childish way to go about things, because this has one of two possibilities. One, he's going to make it a Steam box exclusive to force people to have to want to buy it if you want to play Half-Life 3, or he's not going to do it at all. Because like me with the toast, he's got some ideas, but he doesn't have the drive, and he's not going to put out a half-assed Half-Life 3. I think the more that we just stop asking for it, the more we stop expecting it, the more we stop doing protests in favor of it in petitions, the sooner it'll either be done or we can get ourselves over this little hump we're stuck in, trying to almost demand that Newell stop everything he's ever done or doing currently and force him to create something when he's not ready to create it or his team's not ready to create it. So there's that. There's these extremes. There's evidence that the site, thatguywiththeglasses.com, is not doing so well. It's okay, but it's not doing as well as it was when the Nostalgia Critic was around. You know, so maybe this is a way of Doug trying to save this website. And maybe he's doing it for the right reasons. Maybe he's doing it for the wrong reasons. This would be me assuming his intentions, which is something I have always said not to do. So I'm not going to do it to him. But at the same time, looking at things as an artist, amateur writer, scripter, so on and so forth, I can certainly see where you get bogged down. You get to the point to where you look at a page and you just don't want to look at that page anymore. You know you have people who really want something from you and you just have no drive to deliver. So I think that it's probably somewhere in between, because remember, this is a business after all, and Doug wants to help continue to make money for himself and his fellow contributors, who, as far as I know, they're pretty good friends most of the time. So, link to the Nostalgia Critic's return video as well, which I thought was really well done, to be honest with you. As well as links to the relevant information about the traffic are down below. All I say is make up your own damn mind. I'm just simply saying that there's two sides to this coin to consider, and I would hope that you guys would consider them both.